I'm always incredibly late to the party, but oh my god, Cyberpunk Edgerunners is a great anime. So let's talk about it. But before we talk about the anime, we gotta talk about the game. And even though the game was a little bit of a mess with all the bugs and glitches and everybody just straight up hated on it for so long, I still really enjoyed it. I liked the environment and I honestly liked everything about it. I thought the story should have been longer. So when I heard a cyberpunk anime was coming out, I thought it was right up my alley. And oh boy was I correct. Really, really late to watching it, but correct nonetheless. Edgerunners was a great anime, short but sweet, surprisingly had a lot of story packed into 10 episodes, and somehow didn't feel rushed. A lot was going on at one time, and it threw me for a loop a couple of times, but it was really solid, and oh boy, that story was absolutely a wild ride. I tell you what, it was wholesome at times, heartbreaking at times, it honestly made me feel a lot of emotions, and I love when a piece of media makes me feel some type of way. That's great. I have to say it again, I love when media that I consume makes me feel emotions, whether that be sadness, happiness, terror, eeriness, anything like that. I mean, it really sets it apart from others when it can make you feel some sort of way. I mean, that's literally why I read like really messed up manga, because it makes me feel uncomfortable and it gives me a sense of eeriness and horror and all this crazy stuff and uncomfortableness. I love that. And Cyberpunk Edgerunners gave me a full blast of emotions. And I love that. And it absolutely makes Edgerunners so much better for me because it made me feel several different emotions. And the ending was something else. And don't worry, this video won't have any spoilers in it, but man, I tell you what, the eyes was welling up with some tears, but mama ain't raised no bitch, so I fought those off. I can't say I didn't see the ending coming, because I seen that shit coming from a mile away, actually several miles away, which is slightly unfortunate because it's like I'm basically ruining the story for myself. I still really enjoyed it though, kind of wish the ending was different, and from looking at the Edgerunners Reddit, I can see a lot of other people wish the fucking ending was different, so I'm most certainly not alone, but I will keep my promise of no spoilers, so I will not elaborate any further than that. But I feel like picking up on the context clues or any kind of clues in the beginning and middle of the anime really leads you to what you think will happen at the end of the anime, and I was relatively correct with what I thought the ending was going to be. But all around, I love this anime. It was probably one of the best I've watched in a really long time. I mean, hell, I clapped it out all in one day, which seems normal for most anime viewing people, and I used to be able to do it myself, just watch one series in one day or multiple series in one day, but I can't do that anymore for whatever reason. But with Edgerunners, I did that, and I haven't done something like that in a really long time. And to be completely honest with you, I haven't watched much anime in a hot minute, and honestly, if more anime was like Edgerunners, I'd probably spend my whole life just watching anime, because Edgerunners was so unique. It's honestly in a league of its own with how unique it is, from the story to the action and the character design. Good God, the character designs are top tier. Like, I cannot get over the character designs. I loved it because Cyberpunk, the game, was just insane with how these characters looked. It's all cyberpunk. They looked crazy. It was amazing. And I'm glad that was also brought into the anime with all these wacky character designs and how they looked weird. Like the dude with the long arms and the golden hands. That stuff was crazy. It was just weird looking. Everybody looked weird, but in a good way, and I love that. It was really amazing. And I'm honestly a little bit salty I didn't watch Edgerunners sooner. I'm incredibly late to the party here, and I should have watched it sooner because it's really good. And it really makes me want to replay Cyberpunk after watching it. And honestly, I think I'm going to replay Cyberpunk like relatively soon because of this anime. I wholeheartedly suggest watching Edgerunners if you haven't. I promise it's not like any other anime you've seen before. It's crazy as hell. Give it a watch. I don't think it'll disappoint. I promise it's a really good anime with just amazing stuff going on. Great story, absolutely amazing story, and pretty good characters as well. Like, the characters are funny as all hell and they all just do different shit. They're cool, alright? It's insane. So yeah, make sure you give it a watch if you haven't already. Great anime, cannot suggest it enough. Watch it right now, watch it again if you've already watched it. Do it, this is your sign. Also, I'll most likely make a full review on Edgerunners sometime soon, going more in depth into everything, so keep an eye out for that. We'll cover characters and character designs, art style, animation, voice acting, all that good stuff. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts on Edgerunners down in the comments. Check the description for all my links and more information on the anime. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.